Hi everyone. First of all, let me introduce myself. My name is Dashneshwaran and I'm going to present you guys about hydrostatic pressure. Introduction. The experiment is designed to illustrate the hydrostatic pressure distribution. Hydrostatic pressure distribution varies with vertical distance. The pressure increases with depth in the fluid, independent of the shape of the container. And finally, the pressure is the same on all points on a horizontal plane. Objectives: to determine the theory of hydrostatic, to predict the location of the center of the pressure, to test the theory of hydrostatic force and pressure on a submerged plane surface. Methodology. First, while the tank is empty, the balance arm was calibrated so that the balance arm was horizontal. The tank was filled with water so that the water level was even with the top edge of the toroid. Mass was added to the balance to level the system again. The level of the water was recorded. The water was set to a specific height so that all other measurements would relate to the first measurement. An amount of mass was removed from the balance. Then, we leveled the system by removing water from the system. We repeated this step for the rest of the data points. Each time we tried to choose weights in order to get equal amounts of change in the water height. In this experiment, we used two types of equipment, which is toroid device. Toroid consists of a level, balance, weight hanger. The balance was made up the toroid, which was balanced so that the face of the toroid was vertical with no water present, and for the mass to counter the moment caused by the hydrostatic force on the vertical face of the toroid. Secondly, the equipment we use in this experiment is precision depth measurement device, which is a device that enables us to take measurements of the height of the water within a tenth of a millimeter. This is the figures of the hydrostatic pressure apparatus. And these are the results of the experiment. So discussion from the experiment is there is a hydrostatic pressure force acting on the circular surface of the toroid. The equivalent force will act in a direction perpendicular to the curved surface of the toroid. If the resultant force line from the hydrostatic pressure is normal to the surface of the toroid, it is also normal to a tangent line at the edge of the circle. The hydrostatic pressure force acting on the curved surface is coincident with the lines extending from the hinge to the point where the equivalent hydrostatic pressure force acts. This means that the moment arm of the hydrostatic pressure force on the curved surface is zero. Therefore, no moment is generated by the pressure force on the curved surface. There are two types of errors in the experiment. Firstly is random error, which is incorrect eye level. Secondly is systematic error, which is leveling bubble. To conclude this experiment proves that hydrostatic forces are resultant forces caused by the pressure loading of a liquid acting on a partially or fully submerged surface. In this experiment, hydrostatic force and the center of pressure acting on a vertical surface will be determined by increasing the water depth in the apparatus water tank and by reaching an equilibrium condition between the moments acting on the balance arm of the test apparatus. When a surface is submerged in a fluid, pressure forces develop on the surface due to the fluid. The determination of these forces are important in designing storage tanks, ships, dams, and other hydraulic structures. There are a few errors that should be rectified when conducting the experiment, such as systematic error and also random error. And that's all from me. Thank you.